It's Kirei here with another layout for Bramble Fox, and for this one I'm using the September Fox box and Paper Snips number 40 that come with the Fox box plus subscription, the Days Out Clippies set, and the Fox die number 10, the City Map. I'm pairing this all with the Vicki Boutin Where to Next collection. Now, I have a bit of a confession here. I've got this background paper, which is obviously is also pretty ready for you to sort of work with. Now, those pattern paper torn strips at the top, I actually started with a completely different idea for a layout. Stuck bits down. I was videoing it and it was just not working for me, and I wasn't particularly happy. I didn't really like it. So I pulled the torn strips off, and then this paper jumped out, and I was like, I know what I'm going to do. So that's why those torn paper strips are already all stuck down together, because I'd actually already started another layout. Now I brought in the City Map die. It's an older die, but I really love it because I've actually just cut a die from it, and I'm using it as a stencil. So I'm just adding a little bit of detail on the two sides there, and I do go in and add some further detail at the bottom. And then I've cut it 3 times in the sort of dusty pink and that yellow. I'm just using those sorts of colours in the in my layout. And then I'm going to layer those behind my photos and build up my embellishment clusters around it. So they just add a little bit of detail, but you can still see what's going on behind in the pattern paper. So it doesn't, take away from the pattern paper, but it adds another layer of dimension and texture, which I do like, versus being completely flat. So I'm just fiddling around here in my normal way, trying to work out positioning, where my photos are going to go, etc. So, and my photos are also already mounted because it was done in the first layout that I started. So, right, I'm happy with where they're sat, and I've got those stuck down. Now, I've only stuck them down pretty much at the top, the 3 dies there, the die cuts. And because again, I like the sort of lift. To be fair, once I start sticking things down, they do flatten up anyway. My 3 photos, I have just added some foam pads to the top of each of them, and then I'm sticking them flat at the bottom. So I'm just fiddling around again, just trying to work out which was the positioning that I decided on, making sure they are straight. Sorry for the head. That's always a problem when I'm trying to make sure things are straight. Okay, so now I've got the sort of pretty much the background done. I can start to build and add in the embellishments, and I've got the perspectives here. So I've got the memory keepers, the camera, and the love speech bubble that all come in the September Fox box. The explore and the adventure tag tops, and there is also the little arrow at the bottom there that I'm just moving there. One for the album, it says. They are from the Days Out Clippies set, which is one of the newer sets in the shop now. And then I've just brought in some of the paper snips that's number 40, and it comes with the Fox Box Plus subscription. They were already cut out because I'd been using them on a previous layout. So I've just pulled out some of those. I've got Totally Awesome, Today, Noteworthy, This Was a Day to Remember, and also the clip. That's the little round one in the green there on the right. And I've added the DIY, the epoxy circle over it to create like the little flair. So they're the elements I'm using from the paper snips. And now I've just got some of the ephemera and stickers and things like that from the Where to Next collection that I'm just sort of seeing which ones I can work with. And I'm just pulling in some of the little houses there, just layering them around each of the photos, because my photos are of Bruges. We went there for a weekend for our anniversary not too long ago, and we just walked everywhere. It was just such a easy city to walk around. It's very, very pretty, and the buildings are lovely. So this was what that was about. Hence the shoes in the middle of the photo, because it was all about walking, which I thought they were perfect to add to this layer. So I'm now sort of, getting things stuck down, and I'm just I'm just using a little bit of wet glue on each of the pieces so that I still get that lift on them, which gives me that dimension. Again, you know, those who know me, I don't stick anything down flat. I do like to get that sort of layered look into my layouts. Adding some of them with foam pads there. And oh, again, making sure that that's straight. Okay, now I'm getting the perspective stuck down. So I've got this lovely memory keeper title in a sort of dark grey, which perfectly complemented the pattern papers and just really pops from the page. And then I'm just making sure that was straight, of course, hence the head in the photo. Sorry about that. Okay, the two other pieces from the Fox box, the Love speech bubble and the camera, I felt like I needed something behind them because of the background. So I'm actually just going to back them. So I'm backing the Love speech bubble with some of the pink. It's a plain one of the pattern papers. And so I'm just trimming that to make sure that sits nicely behind my speech bubble. And then that just gives me a bit more of a solid behind it, which is it's a good thing to do sometimes when you find that you've got quite a busy background. Just popping a little bit like something to back as a perspective just works really well, and it helps it pop more from the page. So I'm doing the love, and I will also do the camera. So I've got a sort of a yellowy toned pattern paper already trimmed down there, and I'll get that one on as well. So we're nearly at the end actually, because I didn't do too much more, I think. Oh, the tags, that's right. Tags, I just tied some thread around them, with one of them in the top there, the exploring with a bow, and the other I just wrapped around a few times. You can't have a tag and have an empty notch at the top, the hole at the top. It needs to have something in there. Okay, just pulling in a few last stickers, seeing if there's anything that works for on the layout. And then I'm almost done, and I'll just have the journaling that I'll add below the memory keeper's title. And yeah, and my layout was done. So really pleased with how it looked. The city map die was perfect, just adding that extra background detail. Here you go. You can see some of that in the close-ups actually. So you'll see the die cut, but also that stenciling. There you go. And of course, those fabulous perspectives. I hope you've enjoyed watching the process video, and I will look forward to seeing you again in another video. Thanks so much, and bye for now.